Welcome back. All right, back into I was on a game show.
Back in the 2000s.
2000s. I was
You
on
were
a game
12,
show.
right?
I was 5 years old. I was at a game show called Street Smarts. So I recently found my DVD of me on the show, and it sparked an idea, and I was talking to my producer, Jake, and I said, what if we find the host of that show, Frank Nicotero, see what he's been up to, and just catch up with him, and I wanted to see, of all the hundreds and hundreds of people he interviewed, if he remembered me.
Oh,
I wanted to see.
cool.
So here, take a look. It is my joy to welcome my old friend, even though he doesn't remember me. He's my old friend, Frank Nicotero. Frank, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, man. It was such a blast from the past, the way you reached out on the internet and were like, hey, do you want to do this thing with me? I was like, absolutely. Street Smarts, it was a long time ago, but, I still have great memories of it because, it was a blast, and we did like almost 800 episodes. So there are a lot of people out there that have hit me up on Facebook, but none that put me on TV like you.
Well, it's my pleasure, Frank. And okay, so I have to start with the obvious question.
Yeah.
I was on season 5, episode 1. We sang Mockingbird together. You said it was the first time anybody had sang Mockingbird from Dumb and Dumber with you. Do you remember me?
I kind of remember that, and I'm not lying because I've ran into some people that I do remember for one reason or another. They might have been on a theme show. We did a lot of theme shows with, like we did a musical, we did, all these weird ones. But I kind of remember that because it's so funny you said that. Dumb and Dumber was on the other day, and I waited for that scene before I took the dog to the park because I'm like, I got to see them sing Mockingbird. I actually kind of remember that. That is no lie, Jeremy.
Well, you know what? Just to refresh the memory, I'm going to show the viewers a little clip of that moment.
Yes.
Jeremy Keatum.
All right, Jeremy.
What North American bird is named for the way it mocks the call of other birds?
He got it wrong.
If he gets it wrong, you take a huge lead, Keita. What North American bird is named for the way it mocks the call of other birds?
Only because it's my favorite bird, the mockingbird.
Mock.
Yeah.
Ing.
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
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 Mockingbird.
Hey, you heard?
He's the first person ever to do that with me. Keita, he got it right. I'm sorry. Got a chance. Little Dumb and Dumber never hurts the show.
We had great chemistry on camera, I'm just saying.
Yes, we did. Absolutely.
We
And
were
I
like this.
We were. And season 5 is when we were doing that big tournament of to win. We saved all the money. It was a way for them to save money, I think, because they're like, instead of giving away up to 3,000 or 4,000 per episode, we'll just give away a big chunk and do a tournament, which was very exciting, but nerve-wracking for the contestants. And you were there for that.
By the way, how was that 5th and final season? Do you have any fun stories remembering about that big tournament?
The fifth season was great. We kind of knew it was our last season, and if I remember correctly, after season 3, we got a 2-season pickup, which was rare. And I later found out it's because they tied the sale of our show into reruns of Friends, which was like the hottest show. So they told stations like, all right, we'll give you Friends, but then you got to kind of make sure you take Street Smarts for 2 more years. And they were pretty happy because we were doing, we were on late at night. We did pretty well. But I can always thank the Friends for giving us an extra 2 seasons. But I just remember the tournament was really fun. And I remember the girl who won. And we were really excited to do this because, we had a lot of people on our show who were either from out of town. We had a lot of up and coming actors or, just people moving to LA and living their dream and being a contestant on a game show and trying to win money. And then the girl who won, we were really happy for her. She was a really sweet girl. And then we get in the parking lot afterwards and we see her leaving and she leaves like in a brand new like Mercedes Benz. So we're like, wait, she didn't really need the money. So we were like a little disheartened. Yeah, I know. But maybe she borrowed it from a friend. Maybe she needed to use it to get to the studio that day. I don't know.
I happened to be in LA visiting friends. I was walking down the street. One of your producers said, hey, you want to be on TV? And I was like,
yeah,
sign me up. Where all did you travel to get your people on the street? How far did you go?
Yeah, it was, especially the first couple seasons. We were in Boston, Times Square in New York, Minnesota, Miami, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Vegas, Chicago. We went all over the United States and, because we wanted just little parts of, the country.
That show ended, I think, in 2005. You've had a great career. You're an actor. You're a comedian. You've done a lot of stuff. What are you doing now? What have you done since then?
Still doing a lot of the stand-up. This weekend I got a couple shows in Hermosa Beach. So come on out from Missouri. The Comedy Magic Club and the Laugh Factory and the Ice House is going to reopen soon. And I'll go back to Pittsburgh and do shows. But, I did a couple other game shows. I did Win, Lose, or Pawn, which was on CMT. I did Pontoon Payday, which was us on a boat interviewing drunk college kids in Lake Havasu on spring break where they could win a cooler full of money. But I recently just did another show, another Man on the Street show that's going to be out next year on a new streaming service called Local TV. And it was me on the street asking people some questions about news stories. So it wasn't like there was an answer that you would know. It was like these crazy news stories and you'd get a multiple choice and have to figure out what the answer was. So that was fun. The money was, just they'd each win like $100 or something. So that was fun. That'll come out next year.
If somebody wants to find you on maybe social media or website, where can people find more information about your shows and stuff?
Everything, TikTok, Instagram, all of it at Frank Nicotero. So I'm on there all the time. I guess because of my age, I'm on Facebook the most, but Instagram as well. TikTok, I have to start posting more, my manager tells me, but I'm easily reachable. So if you send a message, I guarantee you I will write you back.
And I guarantee he will, because he wrote me back.
Right,
He's
fast.
Awesome. Frank, thank you so much for your time. You're awesome, my friend. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thanks, same to you, and I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
What are the odds, Jeremy? You were just walking around the street. Now, I first thought you were a contestant on the show, but then I realized that wasn't the case.
I was just a
and
say what you're going to say.
Oh, no. Say what I need to say. Say what I need to say.
Here's the thing. Let me just say this first of all. I got up that morning. I did not want to fix my hair, so I put on a ball cap that had a logo. Even the control room was like, that's the only time we've seen you in a ball cap. I remember that day so well because I put on a t-shirt, a ball cap. I don't want to fix my hair. That's the day, of course.
What
they
was
put me
on your
TV.
t-shirt that you had to turn it inside
remember.
out?
I had to turn it inside out. Then they had to put tape over my hat. Then as we're there,
right.
So my mom called me after she watched. She goes, Jeremy, why were you singing so bad? And I said, Mom, I don't know that song.
See,
so I was faking that whole song because I'd only seen Dumb and Dumber once. I've never heard that Mockingbird song.
I'll be honest. I didn't know he didn't know the song, and I thought, well, Jeremy's such a great singer. But in that case, I was like, Jeremy, what's happening?
I was faking it.
Okay, so he didn't know the song.
I didn't even know the song.
That is funny.
So yeah, that was...
I was not going to call you out, but I'm just like...
By the way, guys, he is such a good interview. He has some breaking news for you. That's part 1. I'm editing part 2 as we speak because he has some exciting news coming.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
You have to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, we'll be back.
I was like, I don't know the song. I'm like, yeah, Ma.
I was ready for you to take off.
Oh yeah. I would if I.